What is up, everyone? Coffee break is here, and I'm currently on vacation. But you know what? I took a pause from my vacation just to make this video because, well, the 49ers are moving on to the NFC Championship game, and you know, a lot of us had predicted it, but it was just so sweet how they went against the Minnesota Vikings and just dominated that game. I was actually watching the game on the airplane on my way to Florida. Had so much on my mind, so I had to just, open up the laptop, start recording, and here we are. So let me start with Nick Bosa. He single-handedly could have won this game. I mean, of course, I'm exaggerating a bit, but that's how good he is. And he's been like this all year. I mean, he had 2 sacks in this one, 6 solo tackles, even had a pass breakup covering Dalvin Cook when he dropped down in coverage. And I know a lot of folks don't like that. They don't like having your pass rush drop down in coverage, but Saleh has proven that he's one of the best defensive coordinators this year. And obviously he didn't get the Cleveland job, but as a Niner fan, I'm kind of, selfishly happy that, he's sticking around, at least for the time being. But he does his homework. He understands what the opponents want to do, and in this play, it worked out. Nick Bosa, pass breakup. He does it all. And one thing that shouldn't go unnoticed, and I didn't see a lot of people talking about this, is the return of Dee Ford. He brings a different element to this unit. This defensive line, as good as it is already, is better when Ford is in. Dee Ford brings an element of speed. Bosa is power and just his ability to use his hands to get after the quarterback. Buckner and Armstead, again, is power with hand movement. I mean, even though those guys compared to their size are pretty quick, but Ford is like a cannon. He shoots off the line, and compared to the other guys, he's just like already 2-3 steps ahead. Just how quick he jumps off. Something that's difficult to work with if you're the offensive line. Power and speed. The 49ers have both with this defensive line. The defense held Dalvin Cook to just 18 yards. 18 on 9 carries. That was one of my keys to the game, and they just dominated in that aspect. They stopped the run, and once they had that under control, Kirk Cousins literally couldn't do anything. I mean, their offense had none chance after that. Once the 49ers smell blood, the coverage down the field is just incredible. But they had to do it with a switch that happened during the game. E-Man for Witherspoon, you can expect E-Man to start moving forward, in my opinion. But again, you make the switch mid-game, and a lot of coaches are stubborn to do such thing. They have ego, they have game plans that they had already put in place, but Shanahan was like, no, we need to make this happen right now. He did that same thing he did in Seattle, and it paid dividends again. Witherspoon handled it like a pro, to his credit. It was just one of those things that we saw again, the opposing offense targeting Witherspoon's side. And once Emmanuel Mosley comes in, that was it. But it just tells you a lot about this team. This team is as close as you can get. No ego involved whatsoever. And it's really nice to see as a fan. Now on offense, you couldn't ask for a better performance from the running backs. They wore them down in the second half, just kept feeding the ball to Coleman, had a pair of touchdowns in this one, and it seems like no one will be able to stop all 3 running backs at the same time. That's a good sign for the 49ers. They looked healthy too. They had a little bit of juice, in that bye week really paid off. You can tell by looking at the Vikings, they were tired. Going down at the end of the third quarter. I'm like, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can just tell that the Niners had more life. They have better players, and they had the better coaching. 49ers were the better team in all 3 phases of the game. Again, I have to give Shanahan credit on this, understanding who has a hot hand and sticking to that. Coleman had the most carries in this one, and it looks like that paid off very well. Jimmy Garoppolo was exactly what we needed in this one as well. I know he had that interception. That was a bad interception. But I mean, at this point, are we surprised on how he responds to those interceptions? I mean, it doesn't even faze the man. The first drive of the game showed you why he's a franchise quarterback. You go down the field, score a touchdown, and that's how you get on top and let the defense just do the rest of the work. They have the lead. Now you tell your defense, stop them. And though on the next drive, the Vikings went down and scored, there was no doubt in my mind that this offense was gonna score again. And Jimmy Garoppolo, no turnovers in the second half, was exactly what we needed as an answer, and just feed the running backs. And Shanahan understood that, and he stuck to his game plan, and it worked. All in all, the 49ers should be the favorites to win the Super Bowl. It seems like no team left can stop them. The only way they lose is if they beat themselves. The Packers are coming to town this Sunday, and again, at another bad matchup for Green Bay. They will have to rely on the run game heavy to have a chance in this one. Will they be able to do that? I don't know. We will see. But I like the 49ers chances here on Sunday. But anyways, guys, I'm done talking. Let me hear from you guys. Who was there at Levi Stadium on Saturday? I want to know who went to that game. Go ahead and drop your comment below. I'm sure it was a great time down there in Santa Clara. Also, here are your comments left in my previous video. I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.